you ever walk into a quiet house, after the kids have grown up and moved on, perhaps after a beloved partner has passed, and feel a profound silence echo through the rooms? It's a silence that can sometimes feel heavy, almost overwhelming. Many of us, as we navigate life after 60, find ourselves living alone for the first time in many years, or perhaps for the first time ever. It's a significant life change, and while it brings a certain freedom, it can also bring unexpected feelings of loneliness, a sense of aimlessness, or even a quiet fear of what the future holds. The routines that once filled our days might have vanished, leaving gaps that can be hard to fill. This isn't just about missing company. It's about missing a rhythm, a shared purpose, a constant presence that shaped so much of our lives. But here's the surprising truth: living alone after 60 doesn't have to be a chapter defined by quiet emptiness. In fact, it can be one of the most vibrant, fulfilling, and empowering periods of your life. The secret isn't to try and replicate what you had before, but to discover a new way of living that celebrates your independence and nurtures your well-being. It's about consciously choosing to build a life that truly excites and nourishes you, filling those quiet spaces not with longing, but with joy, purpose, and self-discovery. In this video, we're going to explore 5 simple yet incredibly powerful tips that will help you transform living alone into a truly happy and fulfilling experience. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are practical, everyday approaches that can make a profound difference to your outlook and your daily life. They will help you find new connections, rediscover forgotten passions, and embrace your independence with confidence. Make sure you watch right to the very end, because I have something that might truly surprise you, something that can unlock even deeper levels of contentment. So, let's dive into our very first tip. A fundamental piece of the puzzle when it comes to thriving in your solo journey after 60. It's all about rekindling and re-establishing your social network and community connections. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. It's so much harder to make new friends at this age. Or, all my old friends are busy. Or they've moved away. And while those feelings are absolutely valid, the truth is, genuine connection remains vital for our happiness and well-being. Perhaps even more so when we're living independently. When we feel isolated, our spirits can dip, our motivation can wane, and the simple joys of life can seem less vibrant. Having people around us, whether they are close friends, family, or even friendly acquaintances, provides a sense of belonging, a support system, and opportunities for shared laughter and experiences. Think about it: a quick chat with a neighbor, a regular coffee date with a friend, or even just seeing familiar faces at a community event can lift your mood more than you might imagine. It's about creating a tapestry of connections, some strong threads, some lighter ones, that weave together to support you. So, how do we actively re-establish these vital connections? It doesn't mean you have to throw yourself into huge social gatherings if that's not your style. Start small, and start with what feels comfortable. One of the most effective ways is through shared interests. Have you always loved reading? Look for a local book club at your library or community center. Enjoy gardening? See if there's a community garden project you can join. Or even just offer to help a neighbor with their patch. Many local councils and charitable organizations offer a fantastic array of activities specifically designed for people over 60, from walking groups and gentle exercise classes to art workshops, card games, or even computer literacy courses. These aren't just places to learn a new skill. They're fertile ground for meeting like-minded individuals. I remember speaking with a gentleman named Arthur, who, after his wife passed, found himself feeling incredibly lonely. He'd always enjoyed woodwork, so on a whim, he joined a men's shed group in his town. He told me it transformed his life. He wasn't just building birdhouses and small furniture. He was building friendships, sharing stories, and laughing with a group of men who understood him. He said it gave him a reason to get out of bed in the morning, a sense of purpose and belonging that he hadn't realized he was missing. It's about finding those natural connections, those common threads that can lead to deeper bonds. Don't underestimate the power of simply showing up and being open to conversation. A friendly smile, a simple question about someone's day, can often be the first step towards a new connection. And remember, connections don't always have to be in person. For some, joining online communities dedicated to their hobbies or interests can be a wonderful way to connect with people from all over, sharing ideas and support. But do try to blend this with real-world interactions where possible, as the physical presence of another human can be incredibly comforting. Now, alongside those invaluable social connections, there's another equally powerful way to inject joy and purpose into your solo life. And that's by cultivating new hobbies and interests, or even rekindling old ones that might have fallen by the wayside. Think about it when you were younger, perhaps raising a family or fully immersed in your career. Did you ever dream of learning to paint, play a musical instrument, or delve into local history? Well, now is truly your time. This isn't just about filling time, it's about stimulating your mind, nurturing your creativity, and discovering new facets of yourself. Learning something new, mastering a skill, or simply engaging deeply with an activity you enjoy brings an incredible sense of accomplishment and genuine satisfaction. It gives you something to look forward to, something to talk about, and a fresh perspective on your days. A friend of mine, after retiring and finding herself alone, decided to take up pottery, something she'd always admired. She started with a beginner's class, and though her first few pieces were, as she put it, charming failures, the process itself, the feel of the clay, the focus it demanded, brought her immense peace and joy. And over time, her skills grew, and she started creating beautiful pieces. This hobby became her meditation, her creative outlet, and even a new source of confidence. It also led her to meet other pottery enthusiasts, further expanding her social circle in a very natural way. Consider the vast world of opportunities available to you. Have you ever thought about taking an online course? Universities and educational platforms now offer a huge range of courses, from history and literature to coding and photography, many of them free or very affordable. You can learn at your own pace, from the comfort of your home, or perhaps it's something more active, like joining a local walking club that explores different scenic routes, or trying a gentle yoga class tailored for seniors. The key is to explore what truly resonates with you. Is there a skill you've always wanted to learn? A creative pursuit that sparks your imagination? A subject that has always fascinated you? Don't dismiss any idea, no matter how small it seems. Even something as simple as dedicated time each day to work on a complex jigsaw puzzle, or learning to identify local birds, can bring a surprising amount of focus and contentment. These pursuits give structure to your days, provide mental stimulation, and foster a sense of continuous growth. They are powerful antidotes to feelings of stagnation or boredom. So, take a moment to reflect on what truly piques your curiosity, what brings a spark to your eyes, and then take that first small step towards exploring it. You might be amazed at the joy and fulfillment you unlock as we transition from expanding our world through connection and learning. Let's now turn our attention inwards, to the very foundation of your daily happiness and resilience. This brings us to our third crucial tip for living happily and fulfilled alone after 60, prioritizing your physical and mental well-being. It might sound obvious, but when you're living solo, the responsibility for your health and happiness rests squarely on your own shoulders, and it's incredibly empowering to take proactive steps in this area. Neglecting your physical health can quickly drain your energy, diminish your mood, and make everything else feel like a struggle. Similarly, ignoring your mental and emotional state can lead to feelings of anxiety, sadness, or a general lack of enthusiasm for life. But by making a conscious effort to nurture both your body and your mind, you're not just maintaining, You're building a stronger, more resilient, and more vibrant you. Think of your body and mind as your most trusted companions on this solo journey. They deserve your utmost care and attention. One of the simplest and most effective ways to boost both is through regular, gentle exercise. You don't need to run a marathon. Something as straightforward as a daily walk in your local park or around your neighborhood can do wonders. Walking improves circulation, strengthens your heart, keeps your joints supple, and the fresh air and natural light are fantastic for your mood. Perhaps you enjoy swimming, water aerobics, or a gentle yoga class. Find an activity that you genuinely enjoy, because consistency is key. When you move your body, you release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, and you'll often find yourself sleeping better too. It's a virtuous cycle. Beyond movement, nutrition plays an immense role. When living alone, it can be tempting to fall into less healthy eating habits, perhaps relying on convenience foods or simply not bothering to cook a proper meal for just one person. But what you put into your body directly impacts your energy levels, your cognitive function, and your overall vitality. Focus on fresh, whole foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Experiment with new healthy recipes, or rediscover old favorites. Cooking for yourself can be a creative and mindful act. It's an act of self-care. And remember to stay hydrated, often. Feelings of sluggishness or mild headaches can simply be a sign of not drinking enough water. Hydration is simple, but incredibly impactful. And while we focus on the physical, let's not forget the mind. Mental well-being is just as important. Engage in activities that keep your brain active. Crosswords, puzzles, reading, learning new things as we discussed earlier. Consider incorporating moments of mindfulness or meditation into your day. Even just 5 minutes of quiet reflection, focusing on your breath, can reduce stress and bring a sense of calm. If you find yourself struggling with persistent low mood or anxiety, please don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor or a mental health professional. Seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. And there are wonderful resources available to help you navigate those challenges. Remember, taking care of yourself physically and mentally isn't selfish. It's the foundation upon which you build a truly fulfilling, independent life. Now, let's move on to our fourth tip, one that focuses on your immediate surroundings and how they can profoundly influence your daily happiness, creating a comforting and personalized home environment. When you're living alone, your home isn't just a place where you sleep. It becomes your sanctuary, your haven, a direct reflection of who you are and what brings you joy. It should be a space that makes you feel safe, calm, and truly at ease. If your home feels cluttered, uninviting, or doesn't reflect your personality, it can subtly contribute to feelings of unease or even loneliness. But by intentionally shaping your living space, you can transform it into a powerful source of comfort and contentment. This isn't about spending a lot of money. It's about thoughtful choices and a bit of effort. Start by decluttering. Clear out anything that no longer serves a purpose or brings you joy. A less cluttered space often feels more peaceful and easier to manage. Then, focus on personalization. Surround yourself with things you love. Display photos of family and friends that bring warm memories. Frame your favorite pieces of art, or even your own creations if you have a creative hobby. Bring in plants. They add life, freshness, and a touch of nature indoors. Consider how lighting affects your mood. Warm, soft lighting can create a cozy atmosphere, while bright, natural light can energize you. Perhaps a comfortable armchair with a good reading lamp, or a dedicated corner for your hobbies, can become your favorite spot. I recall a conversation with a woman named Eleanor who lived in a small apartment. She used to feel quite down in her space after her husband passed. But then she started to intentionally redecorate, piece by piece. She bought a vibrant throw for her sofa, brought in a few potted herbs for her kitchen windowsill, and curated a gallery wall with photos of her travels and family. She told me, "It stopped being just a house. It became my home. Truly mine." She made it safe. 2. Adding non-slip mats and good lighting in hallways. Because comfort also means feeling secure. Think about the sensory experiences in your home: soft blankets, a favorite scent from an essential oil diffuser, the gentle hum of quiet music, or even the crackle of a warm fire if you have one. These small touches contribute to an overall feeling of well-being. Your home is where you spend a significant amount of your time, so it's worth investing in making it a place that nourishes your soul. It's about creating a space where you genuinely look forward to spending time, a place that embraces you and celebrates your individuality. It's a very real way to build a foundation of happiness for your independent life. And finally, we arrive at our fifth and perhaps most transformative tip for living a happy and fulfilled life alone. After 60, embracing your independence and self-reliance. This isn't about pushing everyone away or never asking for help. It's about cultivating a deep sense of confidence in your own abilities, taking pride in your capacity to manage your own life, and truly owning your solo journey. Many of us have spent decades in partnerships or family roles where responsibilities were shared. Stepping into a completely independent role can feel daunting at first, even overwhelming, especially if you're now handling tasks you never had to before, like home maintenance, financial planning, or even just navigating new technology. But this is where true empowerment lies. When you learn to rely on yourself, you build a powerful inner strength that can carry you through any challenge. It's about discovering just how capable you truly are. Don't be afraid to try new things and figure them out on your own. Perhaps you've always relied on someone else to handle small home repairs. Why not try to fix that leaky tap yourself with a little help from a YouTube tutorial? Or learn how to manage your online banking. Every small success, every problem you solve independently, adds another layer to your self-confidence. Think of it as an adventure in self-discovery. You might surprise yourself with hidden talents or an untapped resilience. I once heard about a woman who, after living alone for the first time in her 70s, decided she wanted to take a solo trip to a country she'd always dreamed of visiting. Her children were worried, but she meticulously planned every detail, learned a few phrases of the language, and went. She came back absolutely radiant, not just from the experience, but from the profound realization of her own strength and independence. She felt a surge of pride in knowing she had navigated that journey entirely on her own terms. Embracing self-reliance also means making your own decisions, setting your own schedule, and pursuing your own interests without compromise. There's a wonderful freedom in that. A liberation from needing to consult or adapt to others' preferences. You can eat dinner whenever you please. Watch whatever you want on television. Redecorate your home exactly as you wish. And plan your days entirely around what brings you joy. This independence is a gift. It allows you to define your own priorities, pursue your passions, and truly become the author of your own life story. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. Knowing when to ask for help, whether from a professional, a trusted friend, or family, is also a sign of wisdom and self-care. But the foundation is knowing that you can do it, and that choice is always yours. It's about feeling truly empowered in your independent life. So, as we bring our conversation to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on these powerful ideas. We started by acknowledging the quiet challenge that living alone after 60 can sometimes present, that feeling of a shifting landscape beneath our feet. But we quickly moved to the immense potential this chapter holds for unprecedented happiness and fulfillment. We talked about the vital importance of rekindling and building new connections, whether through shared hobbies, community groups, or simply reaching out to friends and neighbors. Remember Arthur, who found such joy and purpose at the men's shed. transforming his loneliness into belonging. Then, we explored the incredible power of cultivating new hobbies and interests, or diving back into old ones. Think of my friend who discovered peace and creativity through pottery, enriching her days and stimulating her mind. These aren't just ways to pass the time. They are ways to ignite your spirit and discover new facets of yourself. We then focused on the bedrock of your well-being, prioritizing your physical and mental health through gentle exercise, nourishing food, and practices that calm your mind. Eleanor transformed her living space into a true sanctuary, a place that truly felt like home, radiating comfort and reflecting her unique spirit. And finally, we embraced the profound strength that comes from embracing your independence and self-reliance, realizing just how capable and resilient you truly are, and how empowering it is to chart your own course. Remember, this journey of living alone is not about filling a void. It's about creating a vibrant, intentional life that celebrates your individuality. Each of these tips builds upon the others, forming a holistic approach to living a rich and meaningful independent life. You don't have to implement all of them overnight. Small, consistent changes truly can make a monumental difference to your daily happiness and your overall sense of fulfillment. Take one idea that resonates with you and try it this week. Perhaps it's joining that local walking group, or dusting off an old paint set, or simply cooking a wonderful, healthy meal just for yourself. This is your time. It's a unique opportunity to build a life that is entirely yours, filled with your passions, your connections, and your sense of purpose. I genuinely hope these tips have offered you some inspiration and practical steps forward. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Have you found yourself living alone after 60? What challenges have you faced? And more importantly, what wonderful strategies have you discovered to keep yourself happy and fulfilled? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your stories could be just the encouragement someone else needs to take their next step. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who might benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more valuable content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, your independence is a beautiful thing. Embrace it, nurture it, and live your best life, full of joy and purpose. Every single day,